Good evening. Hello. My gosh, my fingers were furiously typing hellos to everyone just then. I hope I haven't missed anyone. It's 8 o'clock. So it is now time for us to begin. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you had a nice start to the week. Whatever you have been up to, I hope for the various football teams that we all support have won. Except for Tom's team, of course. We have no interest in that team performing well at all. And I don't believe they did perform very well at all. From what I understand, they were playing against Spurs and Spurs won. Look at that. But I don't know about the other teams. So hopefully your team this week. I know Sheffield Wednesday were playing on a Tuesday this week, which seems very wrong. That shouldn't be allowed, to be honest. Right, 20 questions. 20 more questions and more points. It's 30 points. I just went out of my head for a moment. We've got 30 points to play for. One of those points comes from your shout out, of course, as well. So make sure you take a shout out by joining in with the comments, and it'll be great to shout you out and give you that extra bonus point. We'll do our first set of shout outs after our first question. First question tonight is this one here. Question number 1. How many Dalmatians did Cruella de Vil want to make a fur coat from? How many Dalmatians did Cruella de Vil want to make a fur coat from? That is question number 1 on round number 53. Look at that. And by the way, on round number 53, it's not quite for today, but it's close enough. We've got birthday balloons. Birthday balloons. We're actually coming up to a bit of birthday season, I feel, within our quizzing community. But tomorrow it is Claire's birthday. So happy birthday, Claire, for tomorrow. And I hope you celebrate in some way. Don't know quite what's allowed and what's not allowed at the moment. I'm a bit confused, to be honest, but hope you have a nice day regardless. Question number 2. What is... difficult one here. What is a raisin? What is a raisin? See if you can work out this one. Let's do some shout-outs for you. So, very good evening to Neve. First in this week, straight away. Boom, Neve was there. Bubba, Grandad, Grandma, Auntie Cheryl, Uncle Simon, Nanny Maureen, my parents, Josh and Emma, Claire, tomorrow's birthday girl, Danielle and Martin, Caroline, Jane and Steve and Barney, Sammy, sorry, I read his Sammy Davis Jr. But I've never called him Sammy in my life. Samuel or Sam and Michelle from a different account, which threw me. More shout outs in a moment. Question number 3. What country has a hairstyle and a kiss named after it? What country has a hairstyle and a kiss named after it? Hey, evening Rachel as well. Evening Judith as well. Judith and Stephen. Caitlin. Back in today. Can't believe she missed Sunday. We couldn't believe it either. Do you know, that was all we were talking about through the whole quiz, Caitlin. It wasn't quite the same. We'll be voting for this Sunday's theme, by the way, halfway through, of course. If food, this is number 4, if food is stored in brine, what is it stored in? Now, this is not question number 18, so do not put brine as your answer. I want a different answer here. If food is stored in brine, what is it stored in? Yes, it's Neve's birthday next Tuesday. Great time of year to be born, she claims. I wouldn't know. I'm the other half of the year. Yeah, we're going to have birthday balloons out next week as well. Question number 5, double pointers. Celebrity faces. Can you identify these 2 famous faces from their halves? Ooh, Claire's had a sneak preview of her birthday cake. It's square. It's a square cake. Ooh. I hope it's a nice cake. Very nice. Ooh. Do you know, I can't even remember if I had a birthday cake this year. Surely I would have had a birthday cake this year. I can't remember it. Question number 6. Who wrote Animal Farm? Who wrote Animal Farm? It's been in my mind this last week. Animal Farm. In fact, a few of this person's books have been in my mind this week, but if I said any more than that right now, I think I'd be giving away the answer. Oh, it is. It's a SpongeBob square cake with chocolate pieces in it. Very nice. Number 7. Which football team won the 2019-2020 Premier League? I'm not sure we have any supporters of said club with us, but we might do. You might have just kept it quiet over the weeks. Which football team won the 2019-2020 Premier League season? By the way, we are, very sadly, coming towards the end of our quizzing season. We'll have to do a tally to find out who has won overall. But next Wednesday will be our final of our Wednesday quizzes. And this Sunday will be the last of our Sunday themed quizzes. So that's all to tie in with my ever-expanding social life. It might crash and burn this social life, so we could be back in 2 weeks' time. But until then, question number 8, Itty Bitty Word Game. Can you find the 8-letter word in this grid? Can you find the 8-letter word in this grid? The clue is fajitas. Fajitas. Somewhere in there's an 8-letter word. Oh. Danielle, pick Martin up off the floor. Oh. I should have warned everyone to sit down before that huge announcement. Don't worry. If we go into another lockdown, which from the look of other countries is looking increasingly likely, we'll be back. There'll be more. Number 9. Which social media company owns WhatsApp? Which social media company owns WhatsApp? Question number 10. Can you name the film and the year that it was released? Can you name the film and the year that it was released? I know somebody who claims this is their favourite film. I've never watched it. Question number 11. Who was the British Prime Minister when Concorde first flew? Who was the British Prime Minister when Concorde first flew? Yeah, Claire, you snuck in just at the end there. The last birthday balloon's going to be Neve next week. At least we're ending with balloons out. It's always good to have a party. Question 12 is worth 5 points, as it always is. 5 flags. Can you name all of them? I think I would do quite well today. I think I'd get 3 actually. I think I'd get 3 of these. Yeah, I would only get 3 actually today. Oh, I've just had. Yes, Judith. Yes, commercial flight for Concorde. Yes. Yeah, when Concorde first officially flew, not all their technological and engineering tests. Question number 13. Blankety blank. Can you complete the missing song lyrics today? My something brings all the something to the yard. Oh, if you know it, you're singing it now. I know you are. My something brings all the something to the yard. I'm resisting the urge to continue that song. Just seen a change.org petition that's been emailed to me. Bring back the quiz. We need 500,000 signatures and they'll debate this in Parliament. Question number 14. Who plays Eve in Killing Eve? The actress's name, please. Who plays Eve in Killing Eve? Is it Old MacDonald? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, I get it. On the blankety blank one. I was wondering which question was Old MacDonald for. Question number 15. It's a sing-song, of course. Singing computers. The computer's going to sing us a song. For 2 points, you're going to name the song itself and the original recording artist. See what you can do with this one.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset 'cause I was always your little girl, but you should know by now I'm not a baby.
I will play it for you a second time. You're going to need the name of the song and the original recording artist.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset 'cause I was always your little girl, but you should know by now I'm not a baby.
Did you get it? 2 points if you did. Hopefully you did. We'll find out when we go through the answers. I'm enjoying the comments this evening. You are very funny, you lot. Caitlin choked on a mashed potato. Martin's going on a protest march. Question number 16. Well, don't put a statue up of me. They'll tear it down. They'll be the mob. They'll be like, get rid of that one. We don't want him. Question number 16. In which decade was the Great Fire of London? In which decade was the Great Fire of London? Do you know, apparently, in researching this quiz, I found this information out. Only 6 people died in the Great Fire of London. Which is amazing, really. Given how apparently huge it was. It wiped out the whole of the city of London. Only 6 people. That's amazing. The health and safety officers back then, they knew what they were doing. Question number 17. Look at this. Can you identify this city and the country from the skyline? I mean, what they were thinking, building that thing next to that thing, it's just bonkers. Oh yeah, and Josh is actually bang on next weekend with his birthday. So we've got Neves on Tuesday and Josh is on Wednesday. We're going to have double balloons next week. I mean, that really shouldn't have been allowed, should it? Not the double birthday, that's fine. The building. Ah. Thank you for the clarification, Caitlin. Apparently, there wasn't actually very good record keeping, so realistically 6 rich and noteworthy people died. The rest weren't recorded. Oh, okay. Apparently this is an edited photograph. My mother is saying that those buildings are not next to each other. We've been fooled. So you should never believe what you see in pictures. Back in the USSR, this. Question number 18. A smartphone is a smart version of what? A smartphone is a smart version of what? Jude's saying, if I put double balloons, you won't be able to see me. That'd make the quiz so much better. I heard that some of your favourite quiz was the Buckingham Palace one, where you could barely see me on the balcony there. In between the Queen and that other one who's no longer... I can't remember her name. Question number 19. Which Disney film is this a quote from? The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. Which Disney film is that? The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. you go. Martin spilt ice cream down his vest near that building. Hope it was good ice cream. Waste of ice cream though, isn't it? Neve was in a hotel round the corner. Now I want to know from my parents, how close is that building to the wonderful moment that I don't know if I'm allowed to share or not in Barcelona, involving rain, a slip, and somebody else's legs. We'll see in a moment from the comments whether or not we can share the rest of that story. Question 20 is our double point dingbat. So see if you can solve this one. I think it's a pretty straightforward one today. Double points if you can get it. What can you see? And it was a 20-minute walk. 20-minute walk. Ah, right, okay. Alright, take that one off the screen. I will tell you the story. It was chucking it down with rain in Barcelona. It was very slippy on the floor. We were crossing a road. Some reason, I don't know what happened, but my mum slipped, whoosh, flying, bang, right through a man's legs. We were all laughing. He had to pick her up. Next, we're going to go through the answers, and before we do that, we will open our poll for Sunday's theme. This Sunday is the last of our themed quizzes, certainly until the next lockdown. So, let's have a look at what are we going to be doing. Let me open the poll for you. So hopefully that will come up in the comments. Sometimes Streamlabs is less reliable. Let's see, what are the options for us this week? We have got option 1 is the UK, option 2 world records, option 3 movies, and option 4 comics and superheroes. So have a think, which would you like? In order to vote, please put exclamation mark vote, then a space, and then the number 1, 2, 3 or 4, depending on which one you would like to do as the quiz on Sunday. So option 1 is the UK, option 2 is world records, option 3 is movies, and option 4 is comics and superheroes. Comics and superheroes involving all and every universe, for clarification. So the UK, world records, movies, comics and superheroes, you have 10 minutes to vote whilst we go through the answers. Each account can only vote once, so if you've got more than one person on an account, have a think what you would like to go for, deliberate together, and then once you've made a decision, pop it into the comments. Here we go then. Let's... Did I just say the answer? Did I really? I'm going to have to watch this back. If I did, I'm so sorry. I didn't intend to give the answer away to everybody. But if you didn't know the answer to that question, well, you're welcome. Here we go then. Question number 1. How many Dalmatians did Cruella de Vil want to make a fur coat from? The answer to that is 101. 101 Dalmatians. Question number 2. What is a raisin, apart from, in my opinion, being absolutely delicious? I've been wolfing down raisins like there's no tomorrow this week. I love raisins. The answer is a dried grape. Dried grape. Question number 3. What country has a hairstyle and a kiss named after it? It is France. But, French plaits or French braids and a French kiss. 4. If food is stored in brine, what is it stored in? I said I wouldn't accept brine as the answer because it's not question number 18. The answer is salt water. Brine is just very salty water. Salt water. 2 points here for question number 5. Celebrity faces. Identify 2 of these famous faces for us. Well, the one on the left is Ben Shepherd. He of Tipping Point and Good Morning Britain. And on the right, it's Charlie Sheen. So we've got Ben Shepherd and Charlie Sheen. Question number 6. Who wrote Animal Farm? Well, Animal Farm was written by George Orwell. George Orwell been thinking about him because of the cancelling of people at the moment. This cancel culture, it makes me think of 1984. Number 7. Which football team won the 2019-2020 Premier League season? It's the current season. That's not yet finished, I don't think, but they have already won it, and it is Liverpool. Liverpool is the answer. Itty bitty word game for number 8. Of course, can you find the 8-letter word in the grid that works with the clue fajitas? Fajitas. Oh yes, Ben Shepherd also does Ninja Warrior, doesn't he? God, and you got a high five as well. Martin, you wouldn't get a high five anymore, not in these corona times. High fives are a thing of the past. We'll be telling generations of the future what a high five was. The answer for this question here was sizzling. Sizzling. How I like my fajitas to be served. Sizzling. Question number 9. Which social media company owns WhatsApp? Well, I'd imagine most people have WhatsApp on their phone. It tells you when you open it who owns it. It's Facebook. Facebook owns it. Question number 10. Can you name this film and the year that it was released? This is Mulan, and the year was 1998. Mulan and 1998. Yeah, we'll be doing high elbows. or Ninox. Yeah. Hey! Oh dear. Question number 11. I entertain myself sometimes. Question number 11. Who was the British Prime Minister when Concorde first flew? We clarified it as first flew commercially. The answer is Edward Heath. Edward Heath. In 1973, in case you wanted the year. I was on Tipping Point, yeah. I was a contestant. And the mean people on Twitter made my sister cry. Because they were so mean about, not just me, I mean I wasn't special, they were mean about all of the contestants, but Twitter is vile, they're so horrible on Twitter. Question number 12, 5 flags. If you get them all, then of course you get 5 points. Danielle, I did not win, I was cheated, I came second. I answered more questions right than the person who came first, but I couldn't get those counters to drop. Such a shame. I did win a prize. I won one of the mystery counters. Got a Virgin Experience Day. But I didn't win the prize. The big one. Here we go. The flags today are Brazil, Bahamas, Colombia, Denmark and Gibraltar. Gibraltar's the one in the middle. I like that flag. Keys to the castle. Bahamas, Brazil, Colombia, Denmark and Gibraltar. If you manage them all, then you get 5 points. Question number 13, blankety blank. Can you complete the missing song lyrics? I'm sure you can. It's my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. Number 14. Who sang that, by the way? Milkshake. Question number 14. Who plays Eve in Killing Eve? The answer to this question is Sandra Oh. Sandra Oh. O-H. Singing computer. Let's have a listen again to what the computer sang for us for question number 15.
Papa, I know you're going to be upset 'cause I was always your little girl, but you should know by now I'm not a baby.
The answer to that is Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. And Judith, a Virgin Experience Day is a red letter day run by Richard Branson's company. No more to it than that. I can't even remember what I did. Maybe I had afternoon tea or something. Can't remember. Abby got the song. Well done. Question number 16. In which decade was the Great Fire of London? Caitlin says that she can get the exact year. No bonus point for that, of course, but if you get the exact year, well done. The decade, the 1660s. 1660s. And the year, in case you want it, is 1666. The devil's year, 666. 1666. There we go. So this is our falsified version of a very famous city. Photoshop, been fiddling around and moving buildings. Can you identify the city and the country from the skyline? I've got a friend who's moving to this very city on Friday. She's got a new job in the city. The city is Barcelona, and the country is Spain, unless of course you're going to get controversial and say it is Catalonia. Barcelona and Spain. Apparently I said it accidentally. I can only apologise, but hey, it's another point. Is it Madrid? Question number 18. A smartphone is a smart version of what? The answer is obviously a phone. Smartphone version of a phone. Question number 19. Disney film quote. Which Disney film is this a quote from? The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. The answer is The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is the only one that really makes sense for, isn't it? The Little Mermaid. Claire was listening to the Barcelona song about 20 minutes before this quiz. You had a premonition. You just knew it was coming. That's by Queen, right? The Queen Barcelona song. They're a couple. I'm trying something like Barcelona. Oh, for M's benefit, where are you going? Barcelona. Oh, I know this quote. Where's that from? Where are you going? Barcelona. It's gone. 20. Double point puzzle and the dingbat to finish tonight's quiz. What do you see? Very literally. Polling is now closed. I will reveal the answer, the result of that poll in just a moment's time. The double point dingbat is hand in hand. Well done if you got that one right. Hand in hand. It's big hand and little hand there, and you can see it quite clearly. Hand in hand gets you the point. Alright, so, yeah, Freddie Mercury and the Opera Singer. Yeah, it's that exact one that I had in my head, yeah. Oh, yes, it's from Company. Where you going? Barcelona. But I can't get it right. I can't get it, but I remember it. I saw the recent one last year, or yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? Where they did the gender swap and the main character is now a girl. Alright, tally up your scores. I'm going to work out which of these options has won our quiz. Oh, wow, and it's a clear win. It really is a clear win. We have a tied third place. Tied in third place, world records and comics and superheroes. Okay, we're not going to be doing quizzes on them. In second place, also way behind first place, a quiz on movies, which means that this Sunday, the final of our big Super Sunday themed quizzes is going to be a quiz all about the UK, the United Kingdom. Looking forward to that one. The UK is our big Sunday theme for this week. 8 o'clock Sunday evening here on this very channel. Invite whoever you want to invite, and I look forward to seeing how we do on that one. Our final themed quiz for this run of our quizzes. So there we go. The UK has won it. You don't hear that very often. There we go. Let's see how well you've done. Big scores coming in, hopefully. Who's won this evening's round of the quiz? Round number 53. And the points are as follows. 18 points for my parents. 24, but look at that from Caroline. Well done. 24 points from Caroline. Then bettered again. 26 points for Neve. Crikey. 26 points. We've got 19 points for Grandma. We've got 24 points for Auntie Cheryl, Uncle Simon and Nanny Maureen. 19 points for Jane, Steve and Barney. 18 points for Rachel. 21 points for Caitlin. 26 points for the Wests. Look at that. 22 points for Matt and Claire. though of course we do have birthday balloons for Claire, so we are going to have to add some extra points in just a moment's time. We've got 22 points for Caitlin. She's added a point just for fun. 17 points for Bubba and Grandad, who wants me to check the Concord date. He's not convinced. 26 points for Sam and Michelle. We've got 26 points as well for Josh and Emma. 23 points for Judith and Stephen. Danielle's feeling sorry for Grandad because his famous paintings theme never gets voted for. I know. He's tried so many times as well. Oh, we did put it in for the vote a couple of times as well, actually, but it just never made it. It never made it to the winning one. But it is looking like 26 points is the lead tonight. 26 points, which is a great score, which means that Claire, you are owed a bonus 5 birthday points. 5 birthday points for Claire, which means that Claire wins the quiz on 27 points. Look at that. Well done indeed, Claire. Birthday winnings, excellent stuff, and well done to all of our top scorers on 26 as well. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday at 8 o'clock for our final themed quiz all about the UK, and then we have our final general knowledge quiz next Wednesday as well at 8 o'clock. General knowledge on Wednesday, theme of the UK on Sunday. Until then, have a great end of the week. I'll see you at the weekend. Bye bye.